Welcome back to Tom's Garage. Good morning, folks. Today, not tomorrow, but today, we are working on an annual service. My pal, McCulloch. Well, I ain't seen a McCulloch tractor in a long time. And his little sister, Mary, she's sick. I got her on a IV right now, so she don't feel good. Well, I'll tell you what, that's about the goofiest looking tractor I've seen in a long time. Well, let's jump to it, man. This is a McCulloch M195-42T. It's a McCulloch 19.5 horsepower, 42-inch deck tractor. I figured that out all by myself. And this one has got the intake 19.5, and I've noticed that Nicky carburetor, they just wants a good annual service on it, but I noticed that thing is it's got a surge to it. Let's fire it up. Let's see. Let's fire this thing up and I'll show you. Get that parking brake on. All right. I don't think it warrants a new carburetor just yet. It don't do it, but maybe 30 seconds till it gets a little bit warm. It'll quit doing it. Maybe next year, if it gets worse, we'll put him a new carburetor on it. Put him a good wall burrow on there and get that Nicky off there. All right, man, let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's do this, Brutus. I ain't new to this. Let's get this hood off this thing. Unplug the headlights. Get this out of here. Find a good place to set this thing. All right, I found a good place to hide that hood. I don't want it in my shop getting damaged. Ain't got room for it. Oh, really? Perfect timing for the old air compressor to kick on. All right. Let's go around here. First thing I'm gonna do is get my oil sucker. Give it about five good pumps. The old mighty back. The old mighty back MV7400 model number. All right. And while that's slurping, we'll come right around here. Get that oil flitter off of there. My old trusty Powerade bottle. I can quit hollering now. Oh yeah, it's not tight. Good. Good, don't even have to get a wrench out. Uh-oh, that thing's already slurping. There we go. Spin it up too fast and make a mess. All right, let me go get this out of here now. All right, let me grab another oil filter off the shelf. If I can reach it. $4.99 McCulloch M195-42T oil filter. And don't forget to take this plastic off. If I can get it off. There we go. What brand that is. Huh. I'll knock that over here in a little bit. Here it is a little bit. That's good. All right, let me grab the pump pen. It is. It's May now, isn't it? They don't have an hour meter. Trouble out with that oil and got it all over me. All right, let me take this oil over here and dump it. All right. Now we'll grab some Earl. Yeah, I've only got a quart left in my jug. Let me hit pause. I gotta go refill my jug. I didn't fill it last time. All right. Try to do this without using a funnel. A funnel. I heard if you whistle Christmas music, it pours faster. Let's see, that's about a quart. Let me check it. I'm sure it's going to hold almost 2. There's my rag. There it is. Oh boy. Well, that's what they're on full. Yeah. But I hadn't let it settle out of the dipstick tube yet. That's right on full. Let's just let it settle. Let it settle. Because I think what I'm doing is I'm scraping it off this inside of that tube right there and it's giving me a false reading. Go ahead and pop the spark plug out of it while we're waiting. There, I'm going to get my spark plug boot puller to get that off. It's stuck. I can remember what I did with it. There it is. It's stuck to the spark plug right there. I'll break it loose a little bit. There we go. There we go. We got it. It all good. Okay. Let me reach over here in my drawers and get another spark plug. NGK, pal. RC12YC. Ooh. Felt like that engine was loose. It's just a flimsy frame on this thing. Yep, she's running kind of lean. See the gray? Yeah. Well, she ain't getting enough fuel when she's cold. Either that or just needs a valve adjustment. But I don't feel like doing that right now. There we go. Get that tight. Give me the click. There we go. Let's check the air filter. I see so many of these things broke. People don't realize exactly how to do it. You got to push down a little bit to get it to do its job. Let's say that air filter looks good. I think I put that in there last year. I'm just going to take and blow it out. We're good with the air filter. Here I am blowing all over my laptop and printer. Oh yeah, she's good. She's geared. I got to put some tennis balls on the bottom of this tripod on each foot, because I know every time I move it and set it down, just even so slightly, it just vibrates through the whole camera. I've noticed that when I rewatch my own videos. It's probably aggravating to y'all too. Yeah, take it, unlock, push down on it. There we go. Ooh. Okay, let's see. Let's go back around here. Check the Earl again. Or I need a tripod just like on wheels or something. All right, she's dead on full. Good. So let's fire it up, let it run for just a few seconds. Just a few seconds. Make sure we don't have any leaks. Uh-oh. Money. All right. That was my Earl delivery feller with a brand new 55-gallon drum of motor Earl. Yeah. Bringing me some more Earl. That right there lasted probably 9 months. That jug right there. Well, let me hit pause, get this thing unloaded, and wrestle this 9,000-pound drum of oil. Well, I don't know why they done it. They brought me my new drum of oil like I asked them to. I'm running out of room for sure in here now. But they brought me 2 of them. So now I had to move all this stuff and cram that one over there. I can't move these things around. They weigh too much. Not after spine surgery and shoulder surgery and hip surgery. And I was barely able to move that one because it's nearly empty. That thing's heavy when it's empty. They brought them in for me. I don't know. Well, I got plenty of oil to last me a long time now, so this time I got the well, last time I got the 1030 conventional Super Guard. This time I went with a synthetic blend because it was about half as much than that first barrel. It's like getting a free barrel. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. All right, let's get this oil checked now that it's settled. I'm going to add a little bit. Anybody need any oil? Come by here and get you some oil, boy. Come on by. I checked it after we cranked it and let the fuel filter fill up. It's right between add and full, so let's top it off. We got plenty of oil to last us a long, long time. Need to let that settle for a minute, but I ain't got time. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's right on the money right there. That's right on the money. All right. Now that we have cleaned his air filter, changed the oil filter, let's give him another fuel screen. Change that fuel screen there. Got oil in my hands now. I tell you, it was a nice cloudy day out there, man. It wasn't that hot, but the sun just came out, and boy, you can just instantly feel the heat. And I can't run these fans while I'm doing the video. Oh boy, this is gonna hurt when that thing lets go. Well, I don't know why in the world I just did that without grabbing my pliers to pinch that line off. That's what I get for running my mouth, not thinking. All right. Oh, boy. Things on there good. Over here, grab another one. I'll give him a pretty red one. A little something different for the new season. He'll say, but Tom, I've always liked the white ones. It matched my fuel tank. Okay. Now what we're going to do, let me lower the camera down a little bit. We're going to check his belt, his blades, and his pulley. Check his belts. I don't see no cracking. I don't see no bad places in it anywhere, like it's gotten boogered. The blade belt looks good. Let me see if I can get my eyeball up there and look at the transmission belt. What I can see, the transmission belt looks pretty good. Both of them do. I'm going to reach up under here and feel of his pulleys. Feels pretty good. That one feels good. It feels like sounds like the bearings are getting a little worn in it. Maybe it'll last another season or so. Oh, good. Okay. Now, well, he don't have any grease fittings on his spindles. Let's go over here and check his blades. They're pretty dull, but they're. See if I can get the camera under there. I don't see any damage to them. They're just dull. We're going to get them off there and we're going to get them sharp. But first, I'm going to grease this front end. This is where I end up with it all over me. Let me squeeze by you here a little. Golly. I can usually do that with one hand. I'm losing all my strength. Alrighty. That fuel filter's leaking. I thought I saw a drip. I don't know if it's the fuel filter or where it's put together. I'm gonna get that off there. I don't like that. He keeps this thing in his garage and he's got a very nice house. I don't want to be the one responsible for blowing it up. They don't. Yeah. Yep, this one's going right in the garbage. Wow. I'm gonna give him a good one. Find the arrow on it. Where's the arrow? There it is. Goes that way. Oh yeah, much better filter. Much better filter. I'm gonna have to probably take some length off this fill line. Yeah, let me do that. I don't want it to be so long. Breeze that camera a little bit. Pardon me while I give you the hairy elbow. Let's see, I want to tuck it in kind of nicely. Yeah, we'll cut it right about there, right between the P and the A. All right. Yeah, at least I know next year won't have to order oil next year, because next year is probably going to be twice as expensive with the, you know, the state of things. I won't go no further in detail about that. But that's how I feel about that. Uh-oh, we got a customer. Hang loose, man. All right, I got her full. Got that one grazed. Coming out now. Woo. Coming out of the bottom. All right, that's that. Whew. Bring this back up over there where it goes. Whew. It's got me sweating now. Oh God. Now we will raise it up, get the blades off, sharpen them up, and we'll be about done with this thing. Be about done with this thing. Get this off the table. Take the parking brake off. Oh, God, about threw my shoulder out. Yeah, I took the parking brake off so this thing can follow me. It can kind of roll forward. Okay, let's look under there and let's look under there and see what size wrench we're going to need. I believe it's a 9/16. Feels like a 9/16. Feels like a 9/16. Sometimes you know. All right, let me get down here and look under it. It's a 5/8. I don't know if I got too many getting down there and getting back ups left in there. Looks pretty good, just a little dull. He's got a beautiful Bermuda grass yard, so he needs to make sure these blades stay nice and sharp. Nice and sharp. Woo. All right, let's go over here to the old RBG. RBG 712. RBG 712. You know, I think it was late last fall, I flipped the disc because this side I thought was getting wore out. But, you know, I just thought it was getting wore out. But evidently, now this side here is twice as worn as this side. So what I'm gonna do is flip this back over and use this more. Even though this is way more wore out, it's still sharpening blades pretty good. So there's a whole lot more life left in these wheels, these discs, than people realize. It's still taking the meat off of it pretty good. That's pretty darn sharp right there. You're not really supposed to go back and forth. I just do that to get it sharper faster. You're just supposed to just make strokes like that. Going back and forth like that, you run the risk of turning it blue. That's why you got to keep moving. Don't put a whole lot of force on it. Just let it do the work, because you will turn it blue if you bear down on it. Sharp right there. Let me hang it on the nail, see how balanced it is. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Let me get this other one. This RBG 712, it don't cause a lot of heat either. Not like them stone wheels and hand grinders, it'll make them hot, but I do when it does get hot. I like the smell of that grass burning off. That's just weird. this one had it was wore like that for some crazy reason. I just realized that customer, that lady just dropped that off. I didn't get her name or phone number or nothing. Oh well. Let me hang on this nail right here and see how balanced she is. I bet you we're going to take some more off the other side. I'll bet you. No, that's pretty good. $800 for that blade sharpener and about 3 cents for that nail to balance them with. All right, this is where I get on my hands and knees. Do the other side first. Yeah. And I sure ain't getting under this thing, man. I'm just, just using my arm. I got the rest of my body outside. It's got that 5-star pattern in the blade. Make sure you get that blade back on that pattern just exactly right. Stay in school, man. Golly. All right. Up and away. Stay in school. Alrighty. Oil change, oil filter, fuel filter, clean the air filter, spark plug, sharpened the blades, checked his belts and pulleys, greased everything real good. Now I'm going to check his tire pressure. I know y'all don't really want to watch me do that, but yeah, that was real low. And then I'll check the level of his deck. Yep, let me go get the hood. I'll put the hood back on it. Put the hood back on here. Okay. McCulloch M195-42T. There it is, another annual service on a feller's garden tractor. Well, boys and girls, I appreciate y'all watching another Tom Dovey video. I'm tired and I'm freaking gonna go home. Well, I am home, but I love that commute. I got about a 25-foot commute. Well, thanks boys and girls for watching my video, and we will catch y'all on the next one, man. Y'all be good.